That innocent piece of gum you just dropped could kill your dog in under an hour. That handful of grapes your kid is feeding your dog right now? It could cause irreversible kidney failure. And the most dangerous food on this list is probably sitting in your pantry right now, and you have no idea how deadly it is. Today, I'm revealing the 12 most dangerous foods for dogs that you absolutely need to know about. Some of these will shock you because they seem totally harmless. But I'm going to show you exactly what these foods do to your dog's body, how much is toxic, and the critical symptoms to watch for that could save your dog's life. Food number 8 has killed more dogs than any other on this list, so stay tuned. Let's dive right in. Food number 1. Chocolate. Let's start with the one everyone's heard about, but most people don't fully understand. Chocolate. Chocolate contains theobromine and caffeine, both of which are toxic to dogs. Dogs metabolize these compounds much more slowly than humans, allowing them to build up to dangerous levels. Dark chocolate and baking chocolate are the most dangerous because they contain the highest concentrations of theobromine. Just 1 ounce of dark chocolate can be fatal to a small dog. Milk chocolate is less concentrated but still dangerous. Even white chocolate contains small amounts. Symptoms appear within 6 to 12 hours and include vomiting, diarrhea, hyperactivity, tremors, seizures, rapid heart rate, and in severe cases, death. The darker the chocolate, the more dangerous it is. If your dog eats any amount of chocolate, call your vet immediately. Don't wait for symptoms. Treatment is most effective when started early. Keep all chocolate products locked away where dogs can't reach them, and make sure everyone in your household knows chocolate is absolutely off limits for dogs. Food number 2. Grapes and raisins. Grapes and raisins are incredibly dangerous, and the scary part is that scientists still don't know exactly what makes them toxic. What we do know is that they can cause acute kidney failure in dogs, and there's no known safe dose. Some dogs can eat grapes with no apparent problem, while others develop severe kidney damage from just a few. You cannot predict how your dog will react, which makes them especially dangerous. Raisins are more concentrated and therefore more toxic than grapes. Symptoms include vomiting, diarrhea, lethargy, decreased appetite, abdominal pain, and decreased urination. Kidney failure can develop within 24 to 72 hours of ingestion. This includes all forms: fresh grapes, dried raisins, grape juice, and foods containing them like trail mix, granola bars, and baked goods. Even organic or seedless varieties are toxic. If your dog eats grapes or raisins, this is an emergency. Get to a vet immediately, even if your dog seems fine. Early treatment with IV fluids can prevent kidney damage, but you have to act fast. Food number 3. Onions and garlic. Onions, garlic, leeks, chives, and shallots are all part of the allium family, and they're all toxic to dogs. They contain compounds that damage red blood cells, causing hemolytic anemia, where the cells literally break down and can't carry oxygen properly. The dangerous thing is that it doesn't take much, and the effects are cumulative. Even small amounts over time can build up and cause problems. All forms are toxic: raw, cooked, powdered, or dehydrated. Watch out for hidden sources. Garlic and onion powder are in baby food, broths, sauces, gravies, and many processed foods. Even that pizza crust or garlic bread can be dangerous. Symptoms include weakness, lethargy, pale or yellowish gums, orange or dark red colored urine, increased heart rate, and decreased appetite. These symptoms might not appear for several days after ingestion, making it hard to connect them to the food. Keep all allium vegetables away from your dog. Don't give them table scraps that might contain these ingredients, and always check ingredient labels on human foods before sharing with your dog. Food number 4. Xylitol. Xylitol is an artificial sweetener that's becoming more and more common in human foods, and it's extremely dangerous for dogs. Even tiny amounts can be fatal. Xylitol causes a rapid release of insulin, leading to severe hypoglycemia or low blood sugar. It can also cause liver failure. The problem is that xylitol is in so many products now: sugar-free, gum, candy, baked goods, peanut butter, toothpaste, medications, and vitamins. You need to check ingredient labels on everything. Symptoms can appear within 15 to 30 minutes and include vomiting, weakness, lethargy, loss of coordination, seizures, and collapse. Liver failure symptoms may appear later. The amount of xylitol needed to cause problems is shockingly small. One piece of sugar-free gum can be fatal to a small dog. If you even suspect xylitol ingestion, get to an emergency vet immediately. This is absolutely not a wait-and-see situation. Always check peanut butter labels before giving it to your dog. More brands are using xylitol, and many dog owners don't know to look for it. Food number 5. Avocado. Avocados contain persin, a toxin that's harmful to dogs. While the flesh contains lower amounts than the pit, skin, and leaves, it can still cause problems, especially in large quantities. The pit is extremely dangerous for 2 reasons. It contains high concentrations of persin, and it's a choking hazard and can cause intestinal blockage. Dogs have died from swallowing avocado pits. Symptoms of avocado poisoning include vomiting, diarrhea, and in severe cases, heart damage and difficulty breathing. Some dogs are more sensitive than others. Keep your dog away from avocado trees if you have them in your yard. Dogs have been poisoned from eating fallen avocados and leaves. Guacamole is doubly dangerous because it often contains onions and garlic along with avocado. If your dog eats avocado, especially the pit, contact your vet. While it's less toxic than some foods on this list, it's still worth getting professional advice. Food number 6. Macadamia nuts. Macadamia nuts are toxic to dogs, and while they're rarely fatal, they cause significant suffering. The exact toxic mechanism isn't fully understood, but the effects are well documented. As few as 6 macadamia nuts can make a dog sick. Symptoms appear within 12 hours and include weakness, especially in the hind legs, vomiting, tremors, fever, and depression. Dogs often can't stand or walk properly. Chocolate-covered macadamia nuts are doubly dangerous, combining 2 toxic substances. Cookies, candies, and baked goods containing macadamia nuts are all hazardous. The good news is that most dogs recover within 48 hours with supportive care. But that doesn't mean it's not serious. The symptoms are distressing for the dog and scary for owners. Keep macadamia nuts secured away from dogs. If your dog eats them, contact your vet. While they'll likely recover, veterinary monitoring ensures they don't develop complications. Food number 7. Alcohol. Any form of alcohol is extremely toxic to dogs, and this should be obvious, but accidents happen. Dogs are much smaller than humans and metabolize alcohol very differently. Even small amounts can cause serious intoxication, and larger amounts can be fatal. We're talking about even a teaspoon potentially causing problems depending on the dog's size. Alcohol rapidly absorbs into the bloodstream and affects the brain and liver. Symptoms include vomiting, diarrhea, difficulty breathing, tremors, disorientation, seizures, coma, and death. These can appear within 30 to 60 minutes of ingestion. Beyond obvious sources like beer, wine, and liquor, watch for alcohol in foods. Rum cake, unbaked bread dough which produces alcohol as it rises, and even some medications contain alcohol. If your dog consumes any alcohol, this is an absolute emergency. Get to a veterinarian immediately. The prognosis depends entirely on how quickly treatment begins. Never think it's funny to give your dog alcohol. It's dangerous and potentially fatal. Food number 8, caffeine. Caffeine is related to chocolate in that it contains methylxanthins that are toxic to dogs. This means coffee, tea, energy drinks, soda, and caffeine pills are all dangerous. Caffeine affects the nervous system and heart. Even small amounts can cause hyperactivity, restlessness, rapid breathing, heart palpitations, and muscle tremors. Larger doses can cause seizures or death. The danger isn't just beverages. Coffee grounds are especially concentrated and dangerous. Tea bags, chocolate-covered espresso beans, and caffeine-containing medications all pose risks. Some dogs are attracted to the smell of coffee, so never leave cups unattended. Symptoms usually appear within 30 minutes to an hour and include vomiting, diarrhea, increased thirst, restlessness, elevated heart rate, and tremors. In severe cases, dogs can experience seizures and collapse. There's no antidote for caffeine poisoning. Treatment involves supportive care at a veterinary clinic. Keep all caffeine sources away from your dog, and make sure guests know not to leave coffee cups where your dog can reach them. Food number 9, raw yeast dough. Raw yeast dough is dangerous for 2 reasons. First, it expands in the warm, moist environment of the stomach, causing painful bloat and potentially life-threatening gastric dilatation volvulus, where the stomach twists. Second, the fermenting yeast produces alcohol, causing alcohol poisoning. Dogs are attracted to the smell of dough, especially sweet bread dough. They'll eat it off counters if given the chance. The dough continues to rise inside the stomach, expanding and producing gas and alcohol. Symptoms include a distended abdomen, vomiting, weakness, disorientation, seizures, and difficulty breathing. The combination of bloat and alcohol toxicity can be fatal without immediate treatment. If your dog eats raw dough, go to an emergency vet immediately. Don't wait for symptoms. The expanding dough and alcohol production can become critical very quickly. Keep rising dough covered and out of reach. Be especially careful during holidays when you're doing lots of baking. This is one of those dangers many people don't think about until it happens. Food number 10, cooked bones. Cooked bones are extremely dangerous despite the common belief that dogs should eat bones. When bones are cooked, they become brittle and splinter easily, creating sharp fragments that can cause serious injuries. These sharp fragments can puncture the mouth, throat, esophagus, stomach, or intestines. They can cause choking, intestinal blockage, or life-threatening perforations. Many dogs have died from cooked bone injuries. This includes all cooked bones: chicken, turkey, beef, pork, and fish bones. It doesn't matter if they're from your dinner or specifically cooked for the dog. Cooked bones are dangerous. Symptoms include choking, pawing at the mouth, drooling, vomiting, bloody stools, constipation, lethargy, and abdominal pain. Internal punctures might not show obvious symptoms until serious infection develops. If you want to give your dog bones, only give large raw bones under supervision and only after consulting your vet. Better yet, stick to safe dental chews specifically designed for dogs. The risk with cooked bones is simply not worth it. Food number 11. Salt. Excessive salt consumption can cause sodium ion poisoning in dogs. While small amounts of salt are fine, too much can be dangerous or fatal. The problem is that many human snack foods are heavily salted. Symptoms of salt poisoning include excessive thirst and urination, vomiting, diarrhea, tremors, seizures, elevated body temperature, and in severe cases, death. High sodium levels disrupt the electrolyte balance and can cause brain swelling. Foods to avoid include chips, pretzels, salted nuts, processed meats, soy sauce, and table salt. Some dogs have eaten rock salt or homemade Play-Doh, both of which contain dangerous levels of sodium. If your dog eats a large amount of salty food, contact your vet. Treatment may involve IV fluids to carefully rehydrate and restore electrolyte balance. This must be done slowly and carefully to avoid complications. Keep salty snacks away from your dog and make sure they always have access to fresh water. Don't give your dog human snack foods as treats. Stick to dog-appropriate treats instead. Food number 12. Nutmeg. Nutmeg contains myristicin, a compound that's toxic to dogs. While large amounts are required for severe toxicity, even moderate amounts can cause problems, especially in small dogs. Symptoms of nutmeg poisoning include disorientation, increased heart rate, high blood pressure, hallucinations, seizures, and abdominal pain. The effects can last up to 48 hours. Nutmeg is commonly used in baked goods, especially around the holidays. Pumpkin pie, gingerbread, eggnog, and many cookies contain nutmeg. Don't share these holiday treats with your dog. While your dog probably won't eat straight nutmeg, they might eat baked goods containing it. Be especially careful during Thanksgiving and Christmas when nutmeg-heavy foods are everywhere. If your dog consumes a significant amount of nutmeg, contact your vet. While rarely fatal, the symptoms are distressing, and your dog may need supportive care. Your dog depends on you to keep them safe. Now that you know these 12 dangerous foods, you're equipped to protect your furry friend from common household dangers. Thanks so much for watching. If this video helped you, please subscribe and turn on notifications for more dog safety content. Share this with other dog owners because this information could literally save a dog's life. Drop a comment and let me know. Were any of these surprising to you? Have you had a close call with any of these foods? I read every comment. Until next time, keep your dogs safe and healthy.